Hey guys, it is Dani and welcome to another video. I'm here with updates on the Atlantic. So as you are seeing, we have 5 tropical disturbances and 2 tropical storms, a combination of 7 tropical systems to talk about in this video. Today is the peak day of the hurricane season, the 10th, and we're definitely seeing a very hyperactive peak of hurricane season, guys. So we have a lot to discuss, and so if you want to know all the necessary details on all of these systems, please keep watching this video. But guys, before I go into details with these systems, please ensure to subscribe if you haven't and tap the notification bell so you know every time when I post new video, because I will keep you guys updated on tropical cyclone activity right through the season. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My weather account is with the girl Dani'i, and my personal is with Dani'i Henry official. Alright, so first we want to take a look at that disturbance located just off the Carolinas, and so that is going to be moving inland. It could bring some very inclement weather conditions, those heavy rainfall, gusty winds. So guys, you want to be prepared for that. So fortunately, this is most likely not going to develop, but if you're in the Carolinas, you might still experience some inclement weather conditions. And then that next disturbance that is located just to the east of the southern portion of Florida right there, that is given a low 30% chance of development through the next 5 days. And it is very possible that when this moves into the Gulf, we're seeing a path that it might head for Louisiana. We might see that occurring right there, guys. So it is very likely that this could develop into the Gulf. We see rapid intensification a lot. That's what happened with Laura. So we definitely have to watch this. So if you're in Louisiana or just along the Gulf Coast, please be cautious. And then in the Gulf is a disturbance just to the west of Florida, and so that is given a low 20% chance of development through the next 5 days. And so we're expecting that when it is going to be moving on that southern track, going south of Louisiana and Texas right there, going to be headed into Mexico, that is where the possibility exists for this to develop into a tropical system. So we definitely have to keep watching it, guys. And as I said, we see rapid intensification occurring in the Gulf of Mexico a lot. So guys, if you're there, you want to really be cautious during the next few days. And then that other tropical disturbance, so that shaded orange area is where a low pressure area is expected to emerge into, and that is where we could see some development. So we see that the Atlantic, the main development region, is very, very favorable right now for these tropical systems to develop. And so usually we would see the X to mark where that low pressure center is located, or that low pressure area rather, but it is not there as yet. We're expecting it to emerge off the coast of Africa by this weekend, and when it does, as it is going to be moving out, conditions will be favorable. And then this here, this tropical disturbance highlighted in red, so this is given a very, very high chance of development through the next 5 days, and maybe by this weekend or early next week we could see a tropical depression or tropical storm being formed. So this, as I said, it has just emerged off Africa, and then once the conditions are right, we see rapid intensification occurring a lot. And guys, we're seeing a westward track here, so if you're in the Caribbean, you want to be cautious. Usually at this time around, remember guys, it's the peak. These Cabo Verde type hurricanes or tropical cyclones that form usually head for the Caribbean, and a lot of times they're very strong. Storms that intensified into very major hurricanes were like Ivan or Irma right there. So we definitely have to watch that disturbance. And then now let us go on to tropical storm Paulette. So at this time, Paulette has sustained winds of 60 miles per hour. It is battling some unfavorable wind shear, but we're expecting some strengthening to resume very soon. And then by sometime maybe on Monday, Paulette is expected to arrive at hurricane status. So now we see that it is expected to become a hurricane, and also at this time it is moving to the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. So we see that it is very possible that it could affect portions of the southeastern US, but it is also very likely that it will be a fish storm, which means it will be moving out to sea, not posing any direct threats to land. So let's hope that is going to be the occurrence. But if you're in Bermuda, you want to be cautious, because this could be a very significant storm at the time it's going to be moving by. And then for the potential intensity, here we have most of our models agreeing that this will definitely be a hurricane, a few saying it will be category 2, and then we have one saying that it's going to be category 3, which is not impossible, guys. But remember, as these storms increase in latitude, ocean temperatures are going to become much cooler, and that is unfavorable for strengthening. So it really has limited time to be getting in shape and getting organized and strengthened into tropical system. And then next, what you're seeing now is tropical storm Rene. So we're seeing it, Rene is looking quite compacted this time, but it has not strengthened, but is expected to do so. Unfortunately, it seems as though this storm is definitely going to be a fish storm, so not really one for a lot of concern, but still. So we're expecting that it might briefly achieve hurricane status maybe by sometime on Saturday or so. But that is just going to be for a very brief time, because it's going to be weakening after that. So Rene is not expected to become a very strong or very significant tropical cyclone, and that's very fortunate, guys. And so we definitely just have to keep watching all of these tropical systems. And then now let us go to what intensity are the models expecting for Rene. And so let's look at it right here, and then we're seeing that most of the models are keeping it at tropical storm status, and just a few are expecting that it will reach hurricane status, one taking it up to even a Category 2 hurricane. But again, the fortunate news is that even if it does achieve hurricane status, it is going to be in the open Atlantic, not posing a direct threat to land. And so guys, we are in the peak of the season now. We still have the rest of September and October to go through, and there are just 4 names left on the list for tropical cyclones. So if 4 of the 5 disturbances develop into tropical cyclones, they will acquire the names Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred, which are the last names. So what's going to happen after that if we have more tropical cyclones? Well, we will have to use the Greek alphabet, and this was only used once, which was in 2005. And so it is definitely possible that we will have to use it again for this season if this list become exhausted and we have more tropical cyclones. And so guys, that is really it for this update. And so guys, if you found this video to be pretty informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share your thoughts in the comments or ask a question. I'll try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always be weather wise. Now we'll keep giving updates.